What is up, Gemini? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are general, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. These are also timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. I am a master Reiki practitioner, and if you want $10 off your first hour-long service, go ahead and sign up for the email list. I don't send out a bunch of emails, so it's pretty much just so you guys can have a discount. So go ahead, check that out. And other than that, check out Patreon if you want access to the monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, or just help on your spiritual journey. I do a lot of mentoring throughout those readings, and I go on my tangents that you might see on here sometimes. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it, Gemini. Gemini, your energy lately has been really just like not typical Gemini. So I was really pulled to you guys today for some reason to start off with, which is weird because I was actually going to start with earth signs. But let's get into it. I really want to use my Divine Masculine deck. This is Retrospective Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. And let me know what you guys think of the lighting. I have switched up lighting, so hopefully you can see everything. Okay, so we're gonna go through a big shift, Gemini. Gemini's energy feels like it's about to go through, yeah, because I'm hearing changing tides, and they literally showed me like two waves that are kind of not overlapping, but almost like intertwining. Now I'm hearing crossing paths. Okay. Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This is new opportunities, and the Knight of Swords actually has two eagles at the bottom of it that are about to fly into each other. Crossing paths. It feels like new opportunities with other people. It doesn't, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't feel great either. It does feel like almost two people that they both have their own ideas, and it's kind of like, well, I like my idea, I like my idea. Well, it feels like a lot of stubborn energy, and it's kind of like there's a need for compromise in order to almost have both of them coexist. There is a way to make them both coexist. I don't think that these two individuals see that, though, to be honest with you. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, that's a lot of communication, but there could be a lot of miscommunication. Please keep in mind that Mercury is still retrograding at the time that I'm recording this, so miscommunication is going to be a little common right now. Knight of Swords in reverse is Gemini energy. Ace of Wands is fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be work, this could be family, this could be friends. It could even be you miscommunicating with your higher self. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse, more Gemini energy. I don't like this lighting right now. Hold up, Buttercup. Okay. Ah, chair, come back. I want you to be able to see these cards a little better. There we go. Okay. Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. With that Nine of Swords in reverse, I do feel like we're going to come to a resolution. I do think it's going to be after a little bit of tension. I don't want to say stress. I just feel like it's tension. I don't feel arguments. I feel tension. Like, you know, I don't really want to budge. It feels like a lot of stubborn energy. Because Nine of Swords is stress and anxiety. In reverse, it feels like resistance, though. It feels like a lot of resistance, tension between the two people, not wanting to budge in their ways of communicating about this. For a lot of you, I feel like this is business. Yeah, then we have the Three of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah, so then we come to the resolution, right? The big happy changes, the Soul Tribe. Oh, okay, let's celebrate. We figured it out. Yay, happy times. Chariot, the change in direction. Beautiful. New ideas. Cancer energy with both of them. I really, really like this. I like this a lot. I like that the Chariot's in reverse because it tells me that we've changed directions. It feels like a compromise. And I like the Three of Cups because it's a coming together. It's a reuniting. It's reconciliation. It's okay. Let's not fight anymore. Let's resolve the conflict and, get over whatever, whether it be our egos getting in the way here. It does feel like two people, whether you're building a business together or two friends just working on a school project together. And it's like, well, I want to work on this. Well, I want to build this for the science fair. You figure it out. You figure it out. You compromise. I like this. I like this a lot. It could even be that you remodeling the house with your partner and you want to remodel the kitchen and paint the wall this color and they want to paint it that color, and you compromise and find a color that's in between, or you mix them together, who knows. But it leads to the Fool, a brand new cycle, because you change directions, you compromise. I like it. I like it a lot. High Priestess, because you see it from a new perspective. Higher consciousness energy, very nice. Uranus, Aquarius energy, and the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Oh, look at you, playing nice, sharing your toys. Very nice. It's like, it's just weird. This is like not typical Gemini energy. It's just not. And you guys didn't feel in your typical, like when I normally read for Gemini, it feels very, and I'm not saying you don't feel confident right now, because you do, but there feels a lot of tension around Gemini the last 2 weeks I've been reading for you. There feels like a lot of tension, and I don't typically feel a lot of tension with Gemini for some reason. It feels like a lot of tension, like just like not really, and tension not in the sense of like arguments or fighting, but just like why do things feel like off? Like they just feel off. It's just weird. It feels weird. But this feels like we're getting out of that strange energy and back into like, okay, things are calming down. Thanks, Mercury retrograde, right? Miscommunication. You're an air sign though, right? So the mind, the intellect, mercurial energy is Gemini, Virgo energy. So could definitely be affecting you. So let's get into it. Let's clarify. I'm going to be using Rider Waite. For those of you who are curious, Mercury does go direct on February 20th, even though this is a timeless reading. So, why do I feel like I'm missing the Rider Waite card right now? Okay, so let's look at this Ace of Wands. Where are we at with time? Oh, good. Ace of Wands for Gemini. The Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. I'm smiling because it doesn't feel like a connection. It just feels like you going into the cycle, not being in your power. Like I said, you feel out of sorts. It feels like Gemini being a little knocked off the rocker, knocked off course a little bit. You don't feel in typical Gemini energy, and it's not a knock at you at all. It's just sometimes we can embody any sign's energy at any point, whether you are a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, whatever placement you're watching this for. There are going to be times when your energy is at its peak and when it's not at its peak, and that's perfectly fine. That's the ebb and flow of energy, right? And it's just one of those moments in time where you are in an ebb, you're not in a flow. And I think you're understanding like, okay, I'm coming out of an ebb and I'm going to be flowing again real soon. And that's fine. But this ebb has felt very like, it's just, I've even felt it reading for you. And I think that's all that's representing with Lovers in reverse. It's just this fact that like things have not felt balanced lately. But it's because you're about to head into a new cycle. So there's a need to shed things that are not serving you to your highest good. There's a need to get rid of things that are keeping you in the sense of, I don't feel myself. I don't feel balanced. I don't feel stability around me, right? A lot of this feels in relation to the way things are done though. Whether it be how we communicate with other people or our daily routine. For a lot of you, it does feel like daily routine. It does feel like, okay, I need to be more diligent with how I go about getting things done or how I'm productive throughout my day so I can become this new version of myself, right? Yeah, Page of Cups, which is a form of communication because pages are messengers. It's also students. It's learning to be more vulnerable, right? It's opening up that heart space. It's also choosing to take care of oneself. It's also self-care, right? So again, routine, self-care routine, or also learning to communicate how you truly feel about certain things. And Lovers is also indicative of decisions. Deciding to be honest about things you need to let go of that aren't serving you to your highest good, right? Being honest with yourself. This is big stuff though. It feels heavy. It really does feel heavy. Yeah. Because with the Eight of Swords, more Gemini energy, bottom of the deck, there's a lot of things that have been keeping you very stuck, very bound for a long time. And I think the Page of Cups there is you seeing very clearly that those things have been keeping you in this very, I don't feel myself energy. And it's seeing that now. Because again, Mercury is going to help you see a lot of those things when it goes direct. The mind, right? That clarity. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Let's see this other energy coming in. Yep, Two of Cups in reverse, which is the imbalance. Two of Cups, connections, people. I don't like the energy that I just felt with that while I was talking. This kind of feels like an individual that you've been working with for a while. The person that you're butting heads with, that you're trying to have this reconciliation with. I say trying to because I feel like you've been trying to get this connection stable for quite some time. For some of you, this is going to be a brand new soul tribe and this person's going to be gone. For others of you, you are going to fix things with them. Because remember, it's a general reading, so just take it as it resonates. For most of you, I do think you're gonna drop this person. I think you're gonna realize that it's almost, I've been trying to make this work for so long. There's a reason it's not working, and it's because this connection has served its purpose in my life. It's no longer something that resonates with me, and that's okay, right? As hard as that might be to accept at times, it's okay to let things go, right? It's simply because as we evolve, our frequency raises, right? And as my frequency raises does not necessarily mean that this Two of Cups connection, the other person evolved, it doesn't mean that their frequency is raising. So as I tune into my radio station up here, they can still be tuned into this radio station. And that means that there's a hell of a lot of static between us, which means a lot of miscommunication. Mercury, right? Which means that could play a big role as to why this connection at this moment in time is not working, and you're seeing that now and being pushed very much so to release it. Okay? Not fun at all, but it plays a big role as to why you're realizing it at this moment in time. Okay? So please be open to that. Remember, general reading, so if that's resonating, please take that. Don't be resistant. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. I want to see more about this miscommunication. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's the imbalance. It's this connection. If you are dealing with somebody and you've been trying for a very, very long time, investing, Taurus energy, by the way, with the Six of Pentacles, trying to give yourself, or if you are the taker, because there's a give and there's a take in connections, it's an exchange of energy. That's literally what the Six of Pentacles is about. It's the law of giving and receiving. If you are giving, you're giving to your detriment and it's not coming back to you. Or if you are giving in hopes of receiving, that's not how this works, right? That's literally abandonment in a sense, right? If you are giving into a relationship in hopes of receiving what you are giving, that's not healthy self-care, right? You need to be able to give it to yourself in order to find it in another individual, because we attract what we are. And if you are imbalanced, you're going to attract imbalanced connections. But if you are truly whole and complete as you are, you're going to attract an individual that is truly wholly and complete as they are and have a very balanced, healthy connection with them. Let's look at the Nine of Swords in reverse. For this connection, there's one individual that's giving to their detriment and another that is not investing the same amount as the other. And that's where this miscommunication is happening. Yeah, the Nine of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Three of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is somebody actually giving up hope on the reconciliation with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups. This feels like a massive emotional detachment with the King of Cups in reverse, Scorpio energy, and the Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. Feels like I'm done hoping for this. I'm done hoping for this. This reconciliation. Yeah, they're done waiting. Two of Wands. I'm done waiting for the reconciliation. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, because they're realizing it's blocking other opportunities. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Wands, Aries energy, Three of Cups, Cancer, King of Cups, Scorpio. So by them releasing, right? By them releasing the idea that this reconciliation is going to come in, they're releasing that energetic tie to this individual. And now that they've released the energetic tie to this individual, it makes space for a new soul tribe. Because you can only hold so much in one vessel. And so now that I've released one person, boop, energy gone. I now have space for new energy to come in and fill me up. So what's that do? Makes room for a new Three of Cups. So let's check out this Three of Cups. Land right on top of it. Yep. Done. No more. Bye-bye Three of Cups. Bloop. Toodaloo. Bink. Bink, bink. Making space. Making space. Beautiful. I love it. I love it because it's necessary. It's so necessary. It's necessary to realize when things have ran their course. And I hope you don't think that I'm like, get rid of this person. That's not what I'm saying by any means. Because I know for a lot of you, this is not going to be easy to do because these are very strong connections. You have a Two of Cups and a Three of Cups. That's a friend, that's a family member, that's a partner, that's a soulmate, that's someone who you have a lot of deep emotion for. But at the end of the day, the connection's no longer healthy. It's no longer balanced. It's no longer reciprocated equally between these two individuals, right? And so it's not serving either of these two people to their highest good. It's not going to benefit anybody, right? There's a need to shift directions, shift courses. Very imbalanced. We have a King of Cups in reverse to a Queen of Cups upright. Sad. True pair, but imbalanced true pair, right? Let's look at the Chariot in reverse. King of Swords, Two of Swords, and a Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh, wee. Okay, so this king is very emotionally shut off. And just because it's a king does not mean that it has to be a man. It's a masculine energy. It is energy, not gender. This could definitely be a female, okay? It does not have to be that gender just because it's showing up as a king. I cannot reiterate that enough, okay? Two of Swords, Libra energy, King of Swords, Aquarius energy, and the Knight of Wands in reverse, Sagittarius energy. This king, this masculine energy, is not willing to move forward in this connection. They're emotionally shut down. They also are very non-committal with the Knight of Wands energy. Why is going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's a fear of opening up emotionally, especially with the Page of Cups and the Lovers in reverse. Some of you, they have a commitment issue. Others of you, it's just literally being petrified of being vulnerable, opening up their heart space and investing in deep soul connections. And that also comes with the fear of communicating how they truly feel. Okay? Which is why this reconciliation couldn't happen. This lack of communication in the throat space, which would explain why my throat feels like it's on fire this whole time, plays a big role in why this couldn't go forward. This is a lot of masculine energy that had to be healed. It's a lot on the masculine side. Let's look at the Fool, which is a shame. It really is a shame. And it's kind of strange because in the collective, we actually have a lot of distorted feminine energy going on. So the fact that the masculine energy is showing up is really strange. Because there's a lot of distorted feminine going on in the collective right now. Let's look at the Fool. Yeah, Judgment. The reason why this masculine energy is showing up though is because their soul's being called into a new cycle. They're being called to do really deep healing. Yeah, and have a new perspective. The Hangman. To see things differently. To surrender. They needed this. Yep, because then we have the Ace of Cups, the self-love. Going to self-love and healing. Queen of Cups. Four of Swords. Because this is a very important connection. They needed to be a part of this connection with this feminine energy so they could heal part of the heart space. Like I said, it's very strange for the masculine energy to show up right now, because the masculine energy in the collective is actually very healthy right now. I'm actually very proud of the masculine energy. They've been doing a lot of work this year because they were really getting their butts reamed the last year. Masculine energy is getting a really bad rep, and they really didn't deserve it. And feminine energy is now going through their cycle, their time of that. But this particular masculine energy is just needing to work on their heart space. They really are. And again, masculine energy is not a man. It is energy, not gender. Okay? But this particular individual needed to encounter this Queen of Cups energy because they had some healing to do around their own vulnerability, right? And so they're being called into a brand new cycle. Their soul's being called. Judgment, Pluto, Scorpio energy, Hangman, Neptune, Pisces energy. Neptune, Pisces is all about higher consciousness. Is all about seeing beyond the veil. It's also the esoteric. It is about awakening. We're about to go into Pisces season, and Pluto, Scorpio is death, transformation energy. And we do have Pluto in Capricorn right now, which is all about endings and transformation around legacy, long-term commitments, okay? So they're going to go through really big transformative energy for the heart space. Very important time for them to do that, and it's going to lead them into more Pisces, higher consciousness energy for Aquarius. Aquarius and Pisces, back-to-back energies that we're currently in Aquarius season, going into Pisces season, which is all what the collective is going to experience with more crown chakra energy that is about to be basically blasted onto all of us, to help us all raise not only our consciousness, but our intuition, and learn very heavy, difficult lessons like this, to go into new cycles, to help us heal, to help the collective heal, to help us help each other heal. Domino effect, right? So hold space for each other, be kind to each other, be compassionate, be loving, be gentle with yourself, okay? If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below, and check out Patreon. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.